Well, this is Steve Ridgeland. I've shared with you over the last few weeks some of my favorite passages about evangelism. The Great Commission at the end of Matthew, the about going and making disciples everywhere in your world. The great passage out of First Peter about be ready to give an answer for the hope within you. And then the great passage about being an ambassador for Christ, about being a minister of reconciliation out of 2 Corinthians 5. But there's one last thing I want to talk about out of Second Corinthians 5. And at the very start of all of that, Paul makes a statement that we do not regard men like the world does. I think that's a really significant statement. And if you're going to be effective in talking to people about Jesus, we don't look at people like the world. See, here's how the world sees people. You're old or you're young. You're pretty or you're ugly. You're big or you're small. You're light or you're dark. You're from this country or from that country. You speak that language, you speak that language. That's the kind of stuff that the world sees and that the world looks at. The world looks on the outside. The world says, well, you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. You're an American or you're a Cuban. You're a Russian or you're a Nicaraguan. The world looks at all those. You're rich or you're poor. You're smart or you're not. You have this job and power. The world sees things by appearance, by power, by those kind of things. And as Christians, we don't look at people that way. Now, I'm not naive. It's hard not to see people, but we're the ones that realize that what's the same is way different than what seems to be separate. We know that everybody's more alike in this way. God made them. Jesus died for them because we're all sinners. And when we come to believe in Jesus, we're all baptized into the same body. We become kingdom believers and workers together. So we don't see people even as someone to be converted. We see people as someone that Jesus died for. And we always remember, but for the grace of God, there maybe we go, or that the things the world sees as such dramatic differences really aren't much different at all. Because people are people and sin is sin and Jesus is Jesus. So we always want to be those who remember that we live among people that Jesus died for so they could be brought back to God and live with him forever. And many of them don't know it. And we have to be the ones to tell them. This is Steve Ridgel reminding you, we don't look at people like the world does.